What's up, YouTube? It's Ben, and I'm coming from you live from Cabo right now, and this is where I'm spending the entire rest of the week and weekend. And so, of course, I'm going to shoot a YouTube video down here. Let's get the obvious out of the way. I'm clearly in a different backdrop. This is much different than my apartment and my office, but I wanted to talk about some very serious and important things that I've learned this week so far, this weekend, and just things that have come up that are incredibly important, and they should be very, very important to you as well. So I want to relay this stuff back to you because this is what it's all about, right? So I've been connecting with a lot of like-minded people that have the same drive, the same purpose, the same desires, the same motivations, the same mindset overall, right? We always talk about mindset being the biggest driver, and that's one of them, right? So when people coalesce and they have the same mindset, right? And people are tuned to the same frequency, a lot of things come out, right? And for entrepreneurs, when we, start chatting about this stuff, and a lot of you guys on this channel that watch my videos are entrepreneurs, really need to know the things that I'm going to talk about here real quick. So watch this until the end. It's not going to be a super long video, but I want to tell you some of the core things that I learned while I've been around all of these people that are so similar to me. And why it should be very, very important for you to be around a lot of people that are so similar to you. So let's jump into that real quick. So first things first, core values. Do you have core values? Like, does your business have core values? Okay, this is really important. Okay, so if you run a business, I don't care if it's a 6-figure business, 7-figure business yet, or 8-figure business, like whatever it is, right? Or if you're just starting in business, right? You need to lay the groundwork, okay? And part of that needs to be core values, like values that you stick with when you have like $1 to $1 million, right? Those values should not change, right? So I want to run through a few of those. The first one being that you always do the work, right? So when you're in business, when you're an entrepreneur, when you have a business, right? When you're running something, when you're creating something, you need to put in the work. You have to execute, you have to take action. You have to be the person that actually does the thing, right? Like, you have to do the work. So that's one core value that's massive, and it's super underrated. A lot of people don't realize, right, that it's not like business in a box, you know what I mean? That's not how you get to millions in revenue. That's not how that works. You have to put in the work, right? So one core value you have to have is that you do the work, right? And always remember that, okay? Whether or not you have staff, VAs, or whether your operation grows, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you're the creator, if you're the founder, right? Or if you're somebody that's the driving force of your business, you're the person that's always doing the work, all right? The second core value I want to talk about, it's pretty simple. No excuses, okay? No excuses, zero, zip, nada, right? All right, so zero excuses, because here's the deal. An excuse is basically just a blank space for you to put something off. It's a blank space for you to basically just put the blame somewhere else. It's a blank space for you to just basically be more lazy, for you to be, let's put it this way, to be more out of the business than in the business. That's one huge factor of it, right? It's for you to be more tranquil about what you're doing and not aggressive about what you're doing, right? More, passive, okay? That's just not how to live life if you're really trying to build a 7-figure business. And being around lots of people that are in huge businesses, right? Making lots and lots of money, right? It's a huge core value for everybody that there's just absolutely zero excuses, right? So if you go for a certain monetary goal, or if you go for a certain goal of something that you want to accomplish and you don't hit the goal, there's no excuses. Something happened somewhere that went wrong, and it is someone's fault, and it's generally yours. Be the owner of that mistake, of that fault, of whatever went wrong, because there's zero excuses. So just own it, right? Total ownership, right? So that's the biggest one. That's the next one, okay? All right, I want to hit you with another one. All right, so this next one is be a person that does what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. In other words, be impeccable with your word. If any of you guys have read the 4 agreements, one of the 4 agreements is be impeccable with your word, right? Meaning it's literally unquestionable, right? Your word is absolutely unquestionable. And when you say you're going to do something, you will do it. Like, it's going to happen. And it will happen when you say it's going to happen, right? So when anyone says, oh yeah, Ben said he's going to do that or whatever, you can count on it, right? You can absolutely count on that happening at that time because I said it and I'm impeccable with it. I'm a man of my word. I'm going to actually run it to the ground. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it go. It's going to happen, right? Come hell or high water, like this is going down. And this is how you have to think. This is how you have to be when you're in the trenches, when you're running a business, when you're going for broke, when you're going hardcore. This is how you have to be. You literally have to embody these core values, okay? So this is one of them, right? So being around a ton of people, I've learned that everyone shares that value amongst the rest of the other values I've mentioned, right? Let me give you this next one. This will be the 4th one. All right, so this 4th core value I want to tell you about is that you go above and beyond, okay? Always, always, always over deliver. This is something that I've learned every single super driven, super motivated entrepreneur has as a core value. Over deliver, under promise, whatever you want to call it, you go above and beyond. There are no excuses for this. You go absolutely above and beyond, and you make sure that your delivery is so on point that it's absolutely unimpeachable. It's unquestionable how good your delivery is. Okay? So like for me to shoot a YouTube video when I'm just chilling in Cabo, right? Like I want to over deliver. I want to make sure like a video gets done. I want to make sure it's ready. I want to do this. I want to take the time out of my day and I want to shoot the video instead of chilling in the pool and like having drinks and whatever and all that stuff. That's great. But I want to over deliver. I want to make sure that I go above and beyond and bestow some wisdom, okay? Like hopefully people are taking wisdom from the core values I'm talking about, right? But bottom line is you're going above and beyond no matter what. This is a big deal. And every hardcore entrepreneur shares this core value. It's an absolute must. Zig Ziglar has a saying, you will always, always have whatever you want and you'll have enough if you help other people get enough of what they want. Kind of butchered whatever his exact quote is, but that's the quote, right? So this kind of embodies like all the core values, like all the elements, everything from them. And it's so true, it's palpable, right? It's literally palpable. People say if you want to be a billionaire, figure out how to help a billion people. Really, really, really prevalent, right? Very good concept. You know when people lay out those, like those charts, like sell a widget at this amount of money, sell this many widgets, make $1 million, or sell this many things or subscriptions at per month, make $1 million, like all those things. None of that matters. If you embody these elements, if you embody these core things, you will absolutely get to where you want to be. It doesn't matter, right? If you just do these things and lay the groundwork, you'll get there. That's how you'll get there. That's how you'll be there. And being around all of these entrepreneurs and all the people that I'm around this weekend has really, really taught me that everyone shares this stuff. Everyone shares all these core elements in their businesses. And it's palpable. Like I said, it's super palpable. So really, I want to give you guys those core values that you should be sharing in if you're a hardcore entrepreneur and if you're really going after it, right? These are things that you should 100% be all in on. But I also want to tell you, right, that you should be on this specific pathway, which is, like I've literally talked to every single person that I'm here with in Cabo, and they're on this specific pathway, right? Everyone has gone from working a W-2 to being self-employed, right? To then being an actual business owner, to then removing themselves from the business and becoming an investor, right? Okay? So that is exactly how everything needs to flow, where you then become an actual investor, you buy things, You buy businesses, you buy assets, right? You acquire things that produce cash flow. You invest in real estate. You do a lot of things we talk about on this channel, right? So let's say you have a recruiting agency, does really, really well, and then you pivot because you're making $2 million a year and you're like, I'm killing it, but I need to start investing because I'm running a business right now and that's awesome, but I've automated everything and my whole team runs the business right now. So that $2 million is on autopilot. So guess what? I'm an investor now. Now I'm going to go buy another staffing agency, another recruiting agency that's a book of business that's also doing similar numbers. And you can double your numbers, right? So understand the concept of this flow, right? Of exactly how you get from point A to point B, or point Z ultimately, really, because it's not a short journey. And that's another big concept to remember as well, that it's not an overnight journey. Nothing is ever get rich quick. It's get rich over time, and it's really get wealthy over time. That's a big one. So these core values and more are plenty of things that you should embody, that you should know for sure. I'm trying to give you guys millions of dollars worth of game right now in this rickety video that I'm shooting on this balcony with the beautiful, beautiful ocean behind me, the Gulf, actually. But with my little mic and in this video, but I'm trying to give you millions of dollars worth of game out of these core values in this video. I want you guys to take all of these things, and I want to make sure you ask yourself a question. Do you actually hold true to these values in your business? Are you there yet? What do you stand for? Maybe create some more core values that are actually personal to you, right? Embody those, utilize those all throughout your business, right? From the foundation to the hiring, to the management, to the scaling, to the point of being a complete investor and acquiring, like literally being, you know, an emperor, right? After you've built your empire and now you begin to scale it, scale, right? You're going to get to that point. So do you embody these things? What else do you embody? And these are the things that I've learned being around a bunch of people that share very, very similar concepts and very, very similar drive and motivation and are in the same space, mindset-wise and otherwise. I want you guys to be there too. So that's what I'm shooting this video for. Subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel already. If you love hearing about business, entrepreneurship, and all things making money, etc., real estate, investing, etc. And I will catch you guys next time.